All right, so you were at one time a very big Eminem fan, right?
I mean, not particularly. What do you mean? What is that, like a thing? People think that? I
No, I
liked
thought that you
Eminem.
said that like he was like a an influence of yours at one
Oh
point.
yeah, I mean, he was an influence to everybody's, but I mean, I liked old Eminem, like underground Eminem a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking like excuse me. Like the underground shit that I did with Scam that he talks about, that 365, that's a great record.
The rocket stuff.
Yeah, yeah, five-star generals, hearing him on that. It was like he stood out. You hear him for the first time, you're like, holy shit, who's this guy? That crazy shit, had a different, totally different style. He was dope. I liked his first album and his second album. After that, he kind of lost me, It kind of got a little weird.
Wait, did
Started
you fuck with Infinite?
not really, no.
Oh, you didn't
No.
like Infinite?
All right. No. I
To
didn't I had never heard it. I had never heard it until later on. I didn't It's all right.
got you. Okay. Well, in recent months, Kevin Black, who is a record exec, made waves when he said there was a time when Eminem and DMX had battled on Funkmaster Flex's show, and Eminem tore his ass up. Pause. There's no recording of this. Nobody can confirm this. I don't think even Flex has come out and even said anything about it, which a lot of times people don't seem to do for some reason. They let people just lie or say things and stuff, like, and they don't fact check them, unless they really want some drama. But what are your thoughts on this situation? Because he caught a lot of flack about it.
That's fucking make-believe, dude. These guys, I don't understand it. The internet is bringing out the worst in some people. That's not true. That never happened. I'll stick to that. Number one, so wait, the story is that, because I've seen the guy talking about it, like on Instagram and shit, that it happened on Flex's show.
Right. He said that Flex used to have this thing where people would go on there and like battle each other and stuff. And basically he
No, he
said that
didn't. What the fuck planet is he on? When? When did Flex have a show where he had people battling each other? What the fuck is he talking about?
I have no idea.
This would have been early Eminem, right? Like 97, 98,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that didn't exist. All we did was listen to the radio.
I think
and drive around
99
in
at the
cars.
latest, but even then though, like
Battling? People going up and battling on the radio? When the fuck was that a thing?
I don't know if he said calling in and battling or actually being physically present there, but either way, he was saying that DMX had already been doing his thing. He was already popping, and a Eminem that was still on the
Yeah, he
come
was
up.
sold like 5 million records, DMX, at that point. Why would he be battling on the radio against Eminem? Like, Eminem wasn't known. He was signed by Dre. Everybody knew that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a thing that people didn't know. Where he was just, oh, this random guy is going to get up on Flex and battle DMX. That never happened. That never fucking had. That's just fantasy land. Who is that guy? Like, is he supposed to be
I
like
think
an
he was
A&R
a
or something?
he was a he worked for Interscope or something like that. And
See why he doesn't anymore? Because he's full of shit. Guy's fucking lying through his teeth. None of that was a thing. Did he never listen to the radio back then? Because that wasn't a thing.
It's just what's so crazy is that, like, how like the whole DMX and Jay-Z battle is like spoken about like in a mythical way, like, they were standing on pool tables and people talk about it all the time and stuff, right?
Right.
So like it's so crazy that we would be what, like 20 something or nearly 30 years later, and you're barely bringing it up now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody's ever spoken about this before. It just sounds kind of absurd, right? Like, bro, like, come on.
It's fucking nonsense. It's made up, is what it's fictional. That guy made that up. I don't know why. I don't know why he made it up, but he made it up. It's like what Rhymefest did.
Oh,
Talking about
damn.
Eminem called him the N-word in the battle. He's quoting the shit. Eminem was battling a guy named All-Star.
Yeah.
Everybody heard that battle. That shit was on mcbattles.com in 1999. We all heard it. It wasn't Rhymefest. Like, why? What are you lying for? Do you have early onset dementia? Is that what it is?
It's
Maybe?
crazy because I interviewed Dibbs, right? And Dibbs was like, you know, he's all like, that never happened. And then he went through all the footage and everything. And he's all like, wait, that verse he spit to All Star. And, you know, he doesn't say the N word either. And M's people actually contacted Dibbs or the Scribble Jam documentary that they're working on, the people doing that. And they were like making it a point, like, can you guys like put out the footage to like showcase that it's not true? You know what I'm saying? So then they did that, you know? Man, roll a clip.
As soon as Rhymefest said that, somebody sent it to me. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. But first of all, if that had happened, Eminem would have got clanked with a bottle. Like, we don't play that shit. We don't. You know, that doesn't fly here. And I'm like, but fuck no. I'm like, I don't even think that. So I'm scouring through all the DVDs. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking All-Star. Because it was always a funny battle. Like, blah, 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 I'm playful with you. I'll staple stitch you. Everybody in this fucking playfulness, you try to turn my facial tissue into a fucking racial issue. And I'm like, and that's it. And then the crowd's screaming, so it doesn't really matter. I'm like, there's no N-bomb in there. And I'm like, and that's All-Star. So you're watching Rhymefest tell a story that has absolutely dick to do with him. He's not even in the background on that one. He's over there fucking doing whatever he does. Had nothing to do with him. No. It's fucking All-Star. And he literally, Rhymefest says the words in the interview, except he adds the N-bomb in there. And then he tells the story like, and I couldn't even be mad at him that he called me that. And I just had to keep battling him. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't battle him. Period. No. It's basically, it's either I don't know. I don't think he does that. I don't think he does drugs or shit. I think you're either mistaken or you just fucking lying. Like, and you could, the receipts are there.
It really seemed like a clout move. You know what I mean?
But would you do a clout move on a thing that you should honestly know exists online on 1,000 fucking YouTube videos? Like, it's an Eminem battle. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're lying. Because none of what you said was true. You weren't even the guy he was battling what you're claiming happened. And what you claim happened is recorded. The audio has been available for like 28 years. That audio has been out for 27, 28 years on the internet.
More than that, because I was 97. So it's nearly 30
years. Yeah, but you didn't really, it wasn't really, I don't know if it was on the internet yet. But I'm pretty sure I heard that for the first time, 98, 99 on the internet.
Yeah.
Which I barely used, but it was on there. You could click audio with dial-up, it would load up, it would buffer, and you could listen to the audio of that battle. And none of what he said was true. None of it. It's documented. Not a single part of that story is true that Rhymefest is talking about. And I don't understand why he would lie about it. It's so easily researched.
I get if you were the one that was actually in the battle and you just like misremembered like him saying the N-word or something like that. That would be a little bit more like understandable. But
fucking break.
But when you're like not even the one that was in the battle and you said that, that was so wild to me. And he has his own Eminem story to tell too, because he did battle Eminem. So he could have told that story, but like it was so crazy. Like, why do that to the level of a accusation like that too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In these PC times.
Well, that's why. He ran for office in Chicago. He's a fucking communist, kind of. So, you know, they lie. That's kind of one of their tactics. But I don't ask me why you do that. I don't know. It's fucking mind-blowing to me why I don't know. It made me dislike him, and I don't want to. Like, I was like, this guy's a fucking dick. Why would you do that? Why would you lie like
and you beat Rhymefest and won $5,000.
That's right, I did.
Yeah, we got to remind him that.
Now I'm glad he got no money and I had all the money. I took all the money and you got no money. Now I'm glad because I see where your head's at. What's next? He's going to say that about me?
I remember when I wrote in the comments one time on his post or something like that. I'm all like, what about the battle between you and M80? And he said, who's M80? And M80 got so offended by him saying that because he's on M80's first album and they did shows together and everything. They have pictures together. Like all this stuff is so and they actually had a back and forth online like previously during like the pandemic where M80 was about to go beat him up and stuff. So it was just like a whole thing where he like pretended like he didn't know who M80 was. And it was like, wow, bro, like you definitely know who he is. Like here's like all the receipts and everything. So.
Yeah, maybe that's kind of a tactic people try to use too sometimes.
Yeah, when they're
They try
like
to
so like
play
above
people
somebody, they feel like
I'm above you. You ain't above shit. Like you wrote some things that are famous, but you're not famous. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what you think you're above. You did some cool shit over the years, but you know, you kind of ended up like everybody else, you know?
Is it true that it annoys you when you're compared to Eminem?
No, not really. There's worse people you could be compared to. You
I
know?
thought I heard somewhere you say that like it's annoying to you to be compared or something like that. Maybe
I
you
mean,
didn't.
I think the you know, the top, you know, top 20 white rapper lists, I think those are fucking cheesy. You know, that's kind of lame. But
Mhm.
you know, it comes with the territory. We are white, so you know, people are gonna fucking notice that, I guess. They're very perceptive. You know, they see you, you're pasty, so they want to put you on lists and compare you. But I mean, there's worse things. You know, Eminem's nice, so I could be getting compared to people who fucking suck, you know?
Right. Do you dislike that he's become the measuring stick for success as a white rapper? Like if you're not like Eminem level, then they're like, "Oh, like you ain't shit." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're cool, but you're not as good as Eminem. Like that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, we all ain't shit then, I guess, because he sold more records than everybody and continues to be like the most played artist in the world to this day. So
Regardless of race, right? So,
yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're all kind of fucking whacked then, I guess, you know? You know, I mean, what are you gonna do? It is what it is, man.
yeah,
You know, it's cool. I don't know. It's, you know, it's low hanging fruit though when people do that. It's kind of like,
I agree.
you know, at this point, when somebody says something like that, you're like, yeah, whatever, you know. I don't even take them serious because they're not clever enough to come up with something cool. Like you remind me of Harvey Weinstein. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good
something
insult,
funny. Like, I can't even come up with a good one. But you know, it is what it is. It's worse things.